India sells goods to the entire world, but here's a strange truth most of us never think about. India does not control the ships that carry its own products. From smartphones to steel, from medicines to textiles, most Indian exports travel on foreign-owned ships. For decades, we never questioned this because everything seemed normal until the world stopped being normal. When COVID hit, shipping costs exploded overnight. Containers went missing, ports were choked. Indian exporters waited weeks just to get a space on the ships. Then came global conflicts, supply chain disruptions and attack on major sea routes. Suddenly, a hidden weakness became visible. India could produce goods, India could sell goods, but India could not move goods on its own terms. Nearly 90% of India's trade by volume moves by sea. Yet a majority of this trade depends on foreign container shipping companies. That means freight prices are decided outside India. Route priorities are decided outside India. During crisis, Indian exporters are not the first priority. They are just customers in someone else's system. This dependence quietly increases costs for the Indian businesses and slowly eats into the global competitiveness. This is not an exporter problem. When shipping becomes expensive, product prices rise. When exports slow down, factories reduce production. When factories slow down, jobs get affected. Logistics is invisible, but it touches everything, from the price of electronics to the strength of India's manufacturing dreams. This is why India has now decided to do something it avoided for decades: a national container shipping line, backed by a major budget allocation, supported by policy intent, designed to reduce dependence on foreign carriers and give India strategic control over its trade routes. This is not just about ships, it's about economic sovereignty. For years, the belief was that private global players were enough, that shipping would be always remain cheap, that markets would self-control. But the recent global shocks proved one thing very clearly. In critical infrastructure, efficiency without control is risky. Countries that control their logistics recovered faster. Countries that depended completely on others paid a higher price. There is a reason China rarely faces shipping shortages for its export. It built massive state-supported shipping giants decades ago. These companies ensure Chinese goods always find a route to the global markets. India, on the other hand, relied on availability, not ownership. The result was lower control and high vulnerability. A national container shipping line can stabilize India's freight costs for the exporters. It can prioritize India's trade during the global disruptions. It can strengthen India's negotiating position in global trade. It can also create jobs across the ports, logistics, ship management, and maritime services. Over the time, it can reduce the hidden tax Indian businesses pay due to the foreign dependency. This will not be easy. Shipping is capital intensive. Global competition is brutal. Efficiency matters as much as patriotism. If mismanaged, losses can pile up. If run professionally, this can become a long-term strategic asset. The success depends on the governance, partnerships, and long-term discipline, not just funding. This move fits into a larger pattern. India is slowly identifying sectors where dependence creates silent risk: semiconductors, defense manufacturing, energy, and now logistics. The idea is not isolation, the idea is resilience, the ability to function even when the world becomes unstable. Most people will not notice this change immediately. There will be no overnight headlines, no instant price drops, but 10 years from now, when India exports more faster, cheaper, and with more certainty, this decision will quietly stand in the background as a turning point. Real power is not just about producing goods, it's about moving them on your own terms. India is finally learning that lesson at sea. If you want to understand the systems that shape India's future before they become headlines, stay connected and subscribe.